Mamang Yerobo, Mamang Yerobo, Mamang Yerobo, yeah, yeah, yeah. When we go up to the tree, we ask the tree and we tell the tree that we're doing ceremony. And then we ask the tree if we could use some of its leaves, showing the tree respect. We make sure that we come to the trees and to living things with respect. Garama, with Garama. Nangalinga banyalang minyambo ya Wigabo walabo welabo ya Banyalang gitabo narawo ya Nangaligama banyalang minyambo jugun. We respect Banyalang Minyambo country. Wanakenja mama laguna gala, Banyalang gitabu naro jogan. Don't do no wrong around here. I'm Banyalang Minyambo country. Wanawegli Banyalang Minyambo jogan. Creator spirit was with my people then and is with us today. In ancient times we were known as light people. We are keepers of truth. And you are on Minyambo jogan. Banyalang Minyambo Yugimbe ya. So we're just finishing up on the last scene of the second video.
Yeah.
Australia is still a crime scene. And you know the original fucking crime? It's called theft. Taking something that doesn't fucking belong to you. You took our land and you locked us up. We are the most incarcerated people on the planet.
It goes back to their fight.
Fuck all back to jail then.
Fuck you!
Just go.
I remember this.
This is my house.
I remember this.
Get out of here.
projection of IGA supermarket where Sammy works. Boss woman.
Oh, Samuel Hay! Nice to see your face. Nice to make an appearance. You are 45 minutes late, Samuel. And, what do you think the whole team thinks about this? Disrespecting you again, day in, day out.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're sorry. You think it's fair for everybody, do you? Every single day, the same thing.
No?
Well, is that alcohol I can smell on your breath? Are you drunk, Samuel?
No, no way.
I have seen your people. I know what your people do.
What do you mean, you people?
Your people down, my people, your people down that park every single day. 3 o'clock sucking on the VBs.
What? Are you serious?
I am serious.
What? Well, you know what you can do with this job then?
What? Dougie's sitting on a bench hungover. He has a cap on for the footy. John the executive is walking past.
Hey! Is that you, Dougie?
Right?
Hey, it's me, John. John from the other day.
What are you doing in the park so early, Barnum?
Exercising. Look, the Rio Tinto psychologist is making me walk every day. I'm going to send her screenshots, 5 kilometres minimum. Walk off the anger, she reckons. Just walk it off. What a fucking idiot. I told her I'm not angry anymore.
Oh yeah, sounds like it.
Oh, it's not good for my blood pressure. What are you doing here so early?
Oh mate, I'm just waking up. Couldn't get to the house last night. Little prick nephew locked me out.
You could have come and stayed at my resort with me. I've got 3 bedrooms, 5-star.
Nah, I'd rather camp out under the stars. I've got 1,000,000 stars.
Sorry.
I've got 1,000,000 stars up in the night sky, Barnum.
Oh.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Barnum?
Yeah, mate. I'm an open book. Ask me anything you
Why are you
want.
so angry?
Well, not really that. Well, I don't know. Things have been pretty hard
Since when, Barnum?
since the accident. Fucking dog on the road.
I told you, brother. You just got to look at that painting. The Spirit of Wadrum.
Yeah, maybe.
It's about truth. You're not telling me something, Barnum.
Look, I am. Oh, just.
Yearbook wants truth.
Dougie brings out the flat sticks, lays them, and starts to call out in language.
Agilang, Minimo, Yunde. Minimo, Walabo, Welabo. Agilang, Minimo.
Mitch and Kerr's join in with the call out, which we're yet to choreograph as Dougie walks away. He's a spirit. A projection of a giant white gum tree. We see a car driving. It's mostly transparent, but we see it on the white trunk. Close up of rain coming down the tree. Projections accompany the monologue.
It's just a little white line, a wet night. Stella's sitting in the passenger seat, she's crying quietly, and I'm screaming at her, like, why are you having an affair? She's saying, John, what are you talking about?
There's a projection of the rain with the water on the white tree, and we see the trunk go into a dark green.
And I reached out and I hit her, and she's yelling at me to stop the car, and
The blood begins to run down the tree trunk.
it wasn't a dog. I was hitting her again and again, and I swerved all over the road, the car lost control up the gutter and smashed into a tree.
Visuals, babe.
Never told that to anyone, Dougie. Dougie.
Sammy's pacing outside the IGA.
Hey, Sammy. Me, John. You heading into work? You alright, mate?
Does it look like I'm alright?
I just ran into Dougie. Geez, top bloke. Well, when you see him, can you pass on a huge thank you to me? To him from me?
Could you just fuck off, will ya?
Music
Right.
builds. Sammy is still in tension. He's going to go off. The projection shows Sam's face reflected in a glass top in a glass shop front window. He picks up a rock, smashes. Audio effects of glass smashing and smashing through Sam's face, all shattering in slow motion into pictures, into pieces. Audio effects, cop sirens, and Sammy starts to run away.
Sammy runs statistically from the police, running towards mum, family, safety and culture. Large sounds of smashed glass, sirens, the sirens, cacophony slowly transitioning into the sounds of wind through old growth trees, roaring, in and out, in and out, in and out.
The dog's gone back to her mother's country to be with her sisters and all the women. So she's connecting back to all of her ancestors while she's still in chemo. And this is all still happening back at her house. So the following sequence for art is told through projection and sound while Sammy's still here that we get to choreograph. So basically there's a regular heartbeat from the ECG of the heartbeat monitor that turns into a ticking top of a clock, and then later into clapsticks and heartbeat. So it kind of comes in and out, all the following kind of images up in the projection and projected onto the floor and around the bush. So there's a wide shot of Dot slowly walking towards the camera, and it's also a track of tall eucalypts, really straight trees, and she's just walking straight. So all of these images of her past life are kind of flashing through. So all of these kinds of things are close-ups of her in a hospital bed, the curl of like family's hands touching her against this sterile white. Then there's random snaps of these special occasions, like someone's 4th birthday, her and uncle down the river fishing, heaps of laughing, Billy cans on fire, all that kind of stuff. Then there's also these beautiful close-ups of like country and connection and spirit through like droplets and spiders' webs and like wind going through puddles and sparkling and all that kind of stuff. And then when she gets close to the camera, there's a close-up of her eyes and she's getting ready to turn and go into the next world. This crossfades with her then walking back the other way, but we obviously see it straight. So she's walking away from camera, and the image eventually kind of blows out to this white and then comes down into a central spark like an ember. And as this happens, Sammy slowly exits. As Dot moves on the stage, these haven't been choreographed yet, but there's a floor lamp here. So she's backlit and her shadow goes all over the earth, all over the audience. And basically this is then like a cacophony of all the heartbeats and clapping sticks and women's sounds and women's wailing. And it kind of just builds and builds and builds as she's walking, and then grabs legs and starts healing and clearing dance. So there's also going to be like eucalyptus oil on the leaves too, so we'll shake out the whole space and clear it. Yeah, so that's basically what happens there, and then that's and sound fade.
Anthony comes running into the house. He's escaped from the cops and is panting heavily. He's unaware of Dougie in the house.
Hey, where'd you come from?
It's just you.
Yeah, who else would it be?
No one?
Hey, thanks for leaving the door open for me too the other night.
Yeah, that's okay.
You alright, nephew?
Yeah, I'm alright. Why wouldn't I be? I'm home.
Hey, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Get a feed into you, it might make you feel better.
I was gonna get a feed anyways.
Hey, don't drink all that milk just because mum ain't around.
You got a whole tin of Milo right there. What are you talking about?
Nephew, don't worry about my sugar
That's gonna
levels.
blow up your diabetes.
Don't worry about my sugar levels. Nephew, give me some of that milk. Put it in the Milo. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Hey, I'm going to be heading down to the river soon to do some ceremony. If you want to come.
I'm not sure, eh?
You never know, it might help you.
I don't know one.
Culture's good for us, nephew.
How should I know? I'll never be given that chance, eh?
Well, look, here's your opportunity to come and connect.
I can't. I miss my opportunity. I feel lost.
How long have you been feeling this for, Neff?
Ever since I've been little.
Seems like that little boy been following you around for a long time, huh? He's been following me around too, Neff. It's alright. Come with me and do culture. Yeah? Yeah, away.
Lights down.
Thank you everybody for coming today. I hope you liked the show. I just would like to share with you a little bit about some of my trauma and about some of the personality traumas that got created in me throughout my life. These are aspects of myself. I've gone and given them many names. It helps me identify those trauma parts of me that in the past were unbecoming. But I acknowledge that they exist in me today. I have learned to have a better relationship with them. I have the rejected and abandoned child. When he was a little kid, he was rejected by all his brothers and sisters. It was just the way they made him feel. He felt abandoned and rejected by his mum and dad. Over here we have the little monster. He was created when they put him into the violent institution of jail. He became suspicious and everybody became a threat to him. Little monster, would you like to say anything? Nah, I'm just sick of these fucking people already. They just all look a little bit sus to me. I'm feeling threatened. You want to make sure you look after me? Little monster, I'll look after you. You don't have to feel threatened anymore. When I'm around, you don't have to feel threatened. I love you. And these are the aspects of my personality that were created in trauma. And for me, it's about acknowledging that they exist in me and then learning to have a relationship with them. Because at any point through the day, each one can be triggered and want to take over the main seat around the table. But it's important that I send the real me, the cultural man, the spirit man, to be able to acknowledge that they're there and to love them. And for me, it's all about the big T. Boogle Bear, thank you.
this last monologue is very different from the whole show. We haven't had a scene like that with just talking and minimal stuff. So it's a whole journey, and then we just wanted to end it that way. And, yeah. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us. That's so powerful.